documentary about transgender people in China. Where do I start? When did all start? Let's start on a morning on the last day as I was started to work on this documentary. I started at the morning around 10 a.m. It was the 18 August 2024. Part 1. Introduction. How it all began. It is my biggest project I ever worked on. I'm nervous how all will turn out. I want to start with this morning on this one day. It's a special day for me. I was thinking so much about it, if I should try this. Even right now, when I'm speaking this, I'm nervous. But now I'm sitting here, right now, writing the words down I'm speaking. I'm so excited. So, let's start. But some first words before we start deeper into the topic. It is not just a documentary where I can travel to the country. I wish I could. It is a documentary through the experience I made the last days before I started this project. Recently, I discovered something big. Something that changed my life. Did it change me? Yes, in a way that was bringing a big impact into my own life. Yes, it was influenced me a lot the last days from the day on as I discovered the website. The website my friend was sent me. But first, let's start step by step with this one day, and then we go back. Now I'm sitting here, writing these words down, working on the text, recording myself, writing it, rethinking about all. I read so many people, so many transgender from China the last couple of days. It's crazy. For me, it is something very big. I honestly didn't even know transgender exists in China. Not before that day. That's why it had also such an impact on me. It was suck me into a rabbit hole. Yes, it felt for me I was fallen into a wonderland, like Alice. And yet, it was also very shocking to me. It took me deep into something. I couldn't stop thinking about it. My hyperfixation started. Yes, I'm aware about this. It was fascinating me so much. I wanted to know more. I wanted to dig deeper. So anything started. Yes, so started anything. I was dig deeper, and one night on Twitter I meet randomly some transgender from China. Yeah, after I was discovering this one website. But later more about this. From there on, It gave no way back. I couldn't stop. The more I learned about them, the more I got fascinated. I saw many fates, many personalities, different stories, very different stories, many of them. I wanted to give those people that live kinda isolated in their own world a voice. I know that sound a bit weird, but I wanted to show there are transgender in China. Can you believe this? Wow. I became a lot insights into their world and how they're living. Our own world, and yet so open on the internet. But I never saw it. I stumbled into a big new world. But anyway, let's start with this one big day. I call it Day X. I call it as I stumbled over my friend that was sent me the website that changed my coming days and life. Before we start with this one big day, how I call it Day X, I wanna send out a warning. This is quite a sensitive topic, and I wanna send out a trigger warning because now we're entering a very sensitive spot about this documentary. It's going about topics that quite very emotional and maybe even disturbing, but I try to hold it in a safe way. So anyway, just be warned. We starting as I was eating dinner. I was watching my favorite series and was not expecting that someone will write me. But suddenly someone wrote me on Discord. I heard it but ignored it first. Then I stopped. I closed it and checked who was writing me. It was Navi, my best friend on Discord. She was sent me the website. I opened the website. I wanted to check what it is. I was scrolling through the website. I saw many pictures, many profile pictures. I was nervous. What is this? Then I realized these are humans, transgender, that didn't survive, that didn't make it. Slowly, I was going through the website, checking some of the profile pictures, some of the profiles I was open, and checking who are these people behind these profile pictures. But then I was realizing it is too much. I need to get away from it. I need to write Navi. I need some air. I'm feeling not good. I'm sweating. I was get up from my chair, running to the window. I need air. I need to catch some air. I'm feeling not well. It was a very sensitive moment. I opened the window, catching some air, slowly breathing in, out, in and out. I just realized I got a panic attack. I need to slow down. I was going back then to Navi, and then we was writing about my experience, and she was sorry about it. It was not her fault. It was okay that she was sent it. She wasn't aware about it. She was also very emotional about it, what she was see. So many cases, so many personalities, so many humans. It was too much. From this day on, anything changed. I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop thinking about all these people, all the humans, all the personalities behind it, all the stories. It catched me so much. I couldn't stop, because it was a topic that had to do also with me, with my own life. I had very often such moments where I wanted to give up. I was stand often on the window, thinking about giving up, doing the one step, doing it, giving up. But let me go a bit deeper into the topic now that we are here. Why, you wonder, why does she want to go deeper into something that gave her such an intense emotional reaction? Why she just not keep going, not thinking much about it? Why do I can't forget about all the names? All the personalities behind that names that are there listed? All the humans that tried their best to survive in a world that didn't want them, that made them go through so much horror. Each of the name, each of the profile pictures behind is a story, a life story. Many of them tell things that still, while I write these words, while I speak about it, give me goosebumps. You still wonder why I not stop, do you? Can you feel my words? Can you feel for a second for those people? Let us have a moment before we going further. Let us take a minute of silence for all of these people that now hopefully in a better place and rest in peace. All those people, this transgender, had have a name with a story. Like anything in the internet, it can tell a story. Some full of joy, fun, inspiration. We skip so easy. We just skip and scroll so often just mindless through Twitter or Facebook. We see pictures, photos of people like them, maybe even writing something nice. Many of those people that they are listed remain silent forever, or do they? Through this website, they have a place to come back, to remember them. Not like an ordinary graveyard. It's more like a peaceful garden, but one that can speak. Let us appreciate also the work of those people that made that website. Go visit it and light a candle for each of these names, each of the people. So you see, I gave enough of examples why I couldn't stop going deep, not getting all this out of my mind so easy. I felt with the souls, and still I do. It's not easy to speak about it, and out of respect, I will not show anything of the details. If you want, go make yourself a picture about some of the people behind that profile pictures, but handle it with care and be careful. I hope you can now understand much better why I do this whole documentary. I also do it for the awareness, for being more aware that people outside still being bullied, and not only transgender, in any place. But we speaking about transgender, and many of the names had a very sad story to tell about pain and sadness, that tried their best to survive. But let us not disapprove it. They had a reason why they left this world. Let us show respect and stand for their names. There are of course more, thousands, millions maybe, of such stories that not listed there around the world. Let us also think on them and speak it out. Stop transphobic violence. Raise awareness now. So now that we talked so much about it, you understand why it was so important to show, to speak about it. It was this moments where I wanted to get deeper. I wanted to find more out about all this, if there are more behind it. And yes, I found more on Twitter. But I also searched for documentaries about transgender in China. But sadly, I didn't find much. And when the documentary were bad made or just out of time. Anyway, it gave me more reason to try myself to do a documentary about transgender in China. There's still a lot of pain outside there in China, and who knows how many in silence suffer, or right now being abused, being hurt, being discriminated. Why do I say that? Because that is the harsh reality. Many suffer alone in pain, in their depression. They are alone, isolated. So next time, be aware and try to listen, try to help. With this documentary, I want to try to help, to raise the awareness about such a hard and emotional topic. It shouldn't rest just silently somewhere on the internet. All I want to say now, to the end, is thank you for listening so far. Peace.